How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Hey guys, this is Omni, the funeral tanner. I go by Omni tokens now, so I guess that's kind of that.
Welcome
So-
to Biomutant.
I have played this game before, and I actually really do like this game. So as you can tell, basically, I was level 53, and I did like I played this game 2 years ago, and I finished this game in a matter of like 2 weeks. This honestly was probably one of my personal favorite games back in 2024. I found it to be extremely underrated. It's like right there with Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio is my all-time favorite. So like Jet Set Radio and Biomutant are like coexisting as my favorite video games. I bought someone who is really close to me bought this for me, and I wasn't expecting it at all. And I wanted to try this game for a very long time, and I did play this. I did play this for like 3 days straight. As you can tell, the this. So I got like I got that going. I did the fisticuffs. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna keep this, because even though it says 42, I did do 53. I didn't end up going for 53, which is fine. I wonder if I can get the same one. So we're just basically going to play a new game. And we're just going to do normal mode or medium, which is normal again in case you guys want to know. So here's
Encode
the
your
thing.
DNA.
So here's the thing. I am absolutely... In this game, normally I'm a sword person, but in my previous melee, in my previous one, I did pure melee in the sense of I was 110%. I'm gonna do Rex.
Define your genetic structure.
Oh, jeez. Intelligent. Who's that alien? Brainstorm in Ben 10. If you don't understand Ben 10, you won't understand the joke. I am not a strong person. Well, I mean I am, but like I guess.
Encode your
Okay,
DNA. Define your genetic
So we'll do that.
structure.
Let's do agility. Because, like, speed could be, like, multiple attacks. I believe. If I want to go the way how I
Choose a
want to go.
genetic
The last,
resilience.
let's do... It's funny if I kind of like want to do a little bit of everything. So mostly
Choose your
into
first style.
radioactive. Okay. Haha, wishbone. Yeah, let's do that.
Pick your main color.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Choose your
do that.
detail color. Pick your main color.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's do black and yellow.
Choose your detail color. Pick a
let's do that.
class.
Okay, so
Commando.
Commando.
Deadeye. Command Psyfreak. Saboteur.
I was a saboteur last time. And dual wielding. So I was a dual wielder, but I ended up being like a fist dude. Like basically just like that's actually my favorite weapon in the
Sentinel.
game.
Deadeye.
Deadeye skill for
Commando.
I was a
Deadeye. Command Psyfreak. Saboteur.
I was a saboteur. I actually did like that.
Command Psyfreak. Commando.
I don't like the
Deadeye.
ranged weapons, honestly. I was more so of like a melee.
Command Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Psyf. Deadeye. Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak.
Freak. You know what? Let's do
chosen.
Psyfreak. Let's do Psyfreak.
Pick a Commando chosen. Pick a good choice.
No, Psyfreak. Okay. Move forward.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at the crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that.
Should have done Psyfreak along my last game. Okay.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows.
That thing? With the difference being I'm the best.
Better half.
In case anyone was wondering, I was a light warrior, I guess, when I was a light saboteur, if that makes any sense.
Self, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
So basically, in this, between like the light and the dark, the choices that you make in this game kind of align with what your side is. So if you do dark choices, like if you kill people instead of save them, obviously that would be, it's kind of, conscience. Oh, jeez. There you go. So, as the game goes, you become so much darker. But I should have just chose
Guess
this.
left can be right sometimes.
And yes, the narrator is the entire game.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
So the entire time, I'm going to be playing and doing.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Oh, okay, that hurt. Panther suit. Oh, okay. Okay, so Viper Bite and Viper Fury. Okay. Oh! I actually did like a kung fu thing. Okay, cool.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Oh. Okay, so essentially this was the beginning of the game anyway. Okay. So I haven't played this in 2 years. Okay, so the only downside of this game is that it can take a very long time to do that. Like the loading screens are.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Oh. Did I... Am I able to go back? Okay, so... Let's check my character. Okay, I'm dark. You'll have to separate the score. Choices. Okay. Fair enough. Here. So, in case anybody wants to know, in case something really changed anything here. Equipped in gear, so the circle icons are part of body parts. Basically, you highlight the body, and you are able. You highlight the body, you can choose the thing. I'm gonna keep the fist. You can sort of gear by sorting different stats. You can scrap highlighted pieces of gear too. So I'm going to the spark gloves. I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep the spark gloves. If I had the flame ones early last time. I should have been the psych this one a long time ago. So the spark ones I'm going to keep. If there is any ones that are strong in this, I know I found like the flame ones a while ago. I will equip them. But the flame ones are, I'm able to do this. So that looks pretty cool from last time. It's the same ones as the flame ones, the flame gloves.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Hence, biomutant. Move towards the enemies to target them with melee attacks. Okay. Aim the camera towards the enemy to target them with range attacks. Press RB to reload. Quick select to use the ability. Oh, okay. Press LT. Key spark, LT and Y. Key energy. Key energy is used for dodge. So we'll do this. I'm a little rusty. And yes,
Bullets everywhere.
So, I mean,
You're feeling mighty low. Zapped.
There we go. And that. That was a very poor example. Oh, I didn't realize I was gonna do that. Okay. And sometimes if you salvage them, you can get equipment for them, like get things that you could be using on your journey. But there's that. Explode. Okay, I will say I will get a different gun, but I think the shock gloves are going to be my primary thing. Medic bags. Helpful. They're kind of self-explanatory. Examine the ammo bag. Okay, interact. Weapon add-ons, so you can also add on to your current weapons. Weapon add-ons, they do that, so... There you go, spark gloves. Examine the medic bag. Kind of the same thing. I will say, it use band-aids. So, there's that. Climate change. Like, it is a little redundant in some of these instructions. I don't think it was meant to, but
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Oh. Parrying. LB. Oh, I'm doing too, but I'm also Leroy Jenkins. You know, I'm gonna deal with you first. Yep, nope. Yeah, beat your ass. Okay. Looting. Press Y for looting. Okay. Remember, use your healing if you're wounded. So, interact. Pick up. Nope. And then that happens. Don't go in here. So you can only interact with some. And of course, over time, you do heal yourself eventually. If you were to go into this ledge, by the way, you die. A slow and painful death. Okay. So that happens. Oh, I now remember why I'm on this.
All right.
There we go. Oh. There we go. I didn't mean to do that. Could have also done that too. Iron wall. Okay, so shielder. Some carry a large shield. You may need to break the shield with melee. I'm going to be using melee this whole entire time. So. And then do something. Do well. You know what? Okay. Oh. I completely forgot. So leveling up, basically it's kind of self-explanatory. I completely forgot there were like 2 other people. It's quite easy to level up. What I recommend is so I'll just do it. What I recommend is basically, I normally go for speed. At least right now. Combat and like, I would normally go for basic melee, but close combat, unarmed. You have Phantom Paw. You have Let's do Unspeakable Hand. You can perform special attacks. You can for pretty much every single fighting type. Some of these are, like the ones that are highlighted you already have. So, it's easy to... Oh, Wung Fu. Okay. Once you have more upgrades, remember to spend time on perks, especially in the Wung Fu and perks. So, close combat. Yeah, kind of self-explanatory. I'm simply just going to go with the unarmed. And of course, you loot. You can choose to scrap. What I recommend is not scrapping. Don't scrap any of the health. And of course, impulse. I like impulse. I am not. I should have chose Psych last time.
Look,
I thought this was like
an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
When I did this last time, I kind of assumed that Psych was like mage. And I'm usually not a mage in most games.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should...
Oh. Whoops, your special attacks. Unspeakable Hand is
come in handy. Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Okay. That's another reason why you should not. You should be careful with the black ooze. It will slow you down and, again, slow and painful death.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Oh yeah, so there's bio.
Great shot.
Step. Here's a chain. Biobloods. You absorb a bioblood, which means that basically you can lock mutations. So that's pretty much it. So we'll do this. I think it's mutations. So mutation menu. Biogenetics. Basically, you can also, like, this is what is. So you have the psych ones. What we'll do is, I mean, hence biomutant, so turtle form. So, yeah, poison. I don't have any I want yet. Wait. You can also do psi powers. Of course, I was a flame, so last time. And resilience upgrades. You can do resilience. What I recommend is highly getting up to these as well. Depending on the environment you are, they do help. If you're in a place that has, like, really... There are environmental places as the game goes by. Like heat, if you're like in really desert places or like really cold places, that works too. Your resilience, what I recommend is highly building your resilience, because if you are very weak if you're very weak, what would happen is that you could freeze to death or be overheated, or, you know, be...
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So, going towards the mutations, I recommend upgrading your mutations on a case-by-case basis, because I did that last time. I didn't do that last time, and I was, like, really, really resilient when it came to ooze, but when it came to, like, cold snap, I got a freaking cold snap, and I died in the snow because I didn't build up a frost resilience. So, I'm gonna do that.
The right key could open this.
Of course it can. There are puzzles here too. You have found a puzzle. They're scattered around the world. Some puzzles opens new paths. You have 10 tries. If you have 10 moves, if they don't, sometimes they can kill you or shock you. Not kill you, but shock you. You'll get what I mean. Okay, so that counts as a move.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
See what I mean? There you go. That move's easy. So for those
There
who
are few
watching,
records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So that happened. I really am kicking myself in the teeth when it came to the whole biomutant thing. Not biomutant. The Melee. But then again, I played Elden Ring and I made the transition, so...
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door.
We're gonna go to...
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Quite a shock to the system.
Yeah, I needed
Let's
that.
try that again. There you go.
For the record, we're going towards the danger.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Okay, nope, so... hand. Oh, okay. Well, that hurt.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Let's talk to the wheeled one. Okay, let's pick up things first. Those do come in handy later, like the scraps and everything. So we're on our first quest.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
So, we are the Ronin. Dialogue settings. I like the talk to best before. Okay, so he says we were this little guy. Talk to best before. We were this guy. So before we do that, hopefully you guys do enjoy this. If you guys want me to make this a series and like do this like every Saturday or Sunday night, I can work on that for you. But we'll just play a game or something. We'll do this on the weekends, like Friday could be one game or Saturday. We'll see how it goes. I'm only playing for like an hour, though. But this is Biomutant. We just finished chapter 1. It's a little sloppy. We'll get better at it. I promise. So, hopefully, see you guys later. And thank you. But before I go, I will show you the character I did before, so that you guys can kind of understand what I'm coming from and my frustrations. So we'll just go a little bit better, because I started this off with a melee. Like, granted, you can change your character to whoever you want to. You can literally make your character whoever you want to. Like, it gets the attributes kind of thing, but like it's like Elden Ring. But this was my character before I played this 2 years ago, so that's why also the reason why I'm a little sloppy. So, oh my goodness.
Try not to get too lost.
Okay, so this was the character I had before. And this is what I meant by the flame. So gear. Main hand. Blaze gloves, that's what it's called. Blaze gloves. So this is the one I had before. And to see him in action lets us cause fucking chaos. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna run into some sort of trouble. By the way, in this game, you can't really fucking swim. Although I do like the fact that it does, you do have, like, it's actually real. When I say it's real, I mean, like, when you get wet, it look fucking wet. You don't look like...
That ruin looks promising. Someone lived there once.
Super loose. I'm definitely gonna have to go and, like, do this.
You need to harmonize the notes.
Okay.
Music to anyone's ear.
I now realize what I was doing here, so, like, I was just basically looking for...
Pick your path carefully by whatever you can see.
So this is actually... Yeah, as I said, this is my character. Oh, there you go. You know. So this was my... No, I'm not. It's something I can do. It was so inappropriate. That was so inappropriate.
Super effective.
It is so inappropriate for TV that I had to do it off, and I had to do most of it off screen. You also had to fight in the bushes. I heard something. Yeah. And yes, I will go, like, there's, like, 14 side quests, I think. But yeah, this was my level 53 dual wielding dude. As you can tell, it's not really dual wielding. And because I did this before, I'm just going to scrap some of these. So I'm hoping to do the same thing like I did with this guy. So let's find a boss battle, actually. With my new one. And yes, you do get, I mean... I know this is kind of like a huge spoiler, by the way, but I didn't, fortunately for you guys, I didn't show you everything. But if you haven't played this game before, obviously, it's wonders. But the gloves are basically my favorite one. No idea what that was. I think he's dead.
There are places up ahead far worse than this.
As you can tell, I've been here before. I'm not gonna lie, I actually, because again, I played this, I dropped this like 2 years ago. I have absolutely no idea.
But hope isn't lost. Yet. Wishes you goodbye.
So, aside from the scenery, one reason why I actually like this game is that it does have a concept of a every day.
Night covers the land.
The problem is you can't swim. You know, well, I guess you can swim, but I guess it depends on your stamina, I guess. He's an angel, so I'm gonna let that. Again, you can choose to yeah. You can choose to preserve life or kill it. So I didn't even explore here yet. Okay. Now, some places, I'm not going to get everywhere, obviously. This is a really huge game. And, you just can't get everything.
Thinks the Myriad tribe has seems surprised.
You just sometimes cannot get everything in this game. It's very huge. It's large.
There are things out there waiting for you.
I don't think there's fall damage. I know I said I had to go, but that's gonna bug the living hell out of me.
Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending. See if I can get into like one boss fight. So many creatures doing so many things during the day. What a find!
Ironically, by water. So, do y'all want me to do Blaze, or do you want me to do Shock? Because Shock is basically new. I kind of want to lean towards like Shock, because it's like how oh. So now they want to spell anything. But do my best too. And yes, spoiler alert, you can make your own weapons.
Who could stand against that? Middle-lifed. Frostbite. Your key is gone. Smoked. Oh, wow. Man to thing.
So there's that. That was a little sloppy than I expected, but nonetheless, that's basically how the Blaze.
As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it.
You know, it's hard to put this in. Like, the only downside of this game, obviously, for obvious reasons, is the aim system, I suppose. Oh, nice. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, that's the only downside is the aiming system. But, I mean, I guess if you're only fighting like one enemy, it's fine. But the open world thing is pretty cool too. So, this is... my blaze, dude. Alright, so, bye now.